BBC changing the employment status of a number of employees to personal service companies, and that's not been a happy story for them, shall we say. My view about that is generally if you're working full time for one employer, you're an employee, and as the BBC people were, effectively they were employees who then went through a change of tax status to become personal service countries. I don't think any of us are arguing that we shouldn't be paying appropriate tax or national insurance contributions. It's basically come out with a system which is fair, which isn't a huge burden on business, and which actually moves us forward, I think, is what we would all seek. We all invest and we all benefit from the infrastructure in our country, from education, from roads and all the other things that we rely on as businesses. So I don't think any of us don't want to be paying appropriate tax. But that would then take me to another point where British media companies are competing against global media companies who don't pay tax here. So maybe the HMRC and government might want to spend a bit more time thinking about how they would pay appropriate tax into an economy which they benefit from as well.
Can you help me? I'm just thinking about that point you've just made about, you know, if someone's employed doing a job, then clearly they're an employee. Just thinking about some of these brilliant cameramen that we see, you know, who will sit for a whole month in order to get some insect to do something for David Attenborough's programme.
Absolutely,
that becomes 10 seconds, which have become so fantastic earners for our country. If you're such a cameraman, you're going to be in high demand because that's a huge skill. And you're probably going, without personalising it, you're probably going to be self-employed.
You will.
Yeah.
Inevitably.
And so I'm just trying to get what you said earlier. You might be spending 3 months, I don't know, in Uganda pointing your camera at some gorillas or something. And you might be working for one of your members.
Or the BBC.
But to my mind, that is not inconsistent with being... you're not really employed because you're a contractor who's providing a specialist service.
And generally you will be bringing specialist equipment as part of that.
So if I'm that bloke, and I've done these fantastic films, I'm in demand all over the world. And so if you say to me, I want you to be employed.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you to...
You will be quite impolite about that, I imagine. Not yourself, Lord Forsyth, obviously. That would be a slight on your good manners. Yeah. But that would be the conflict, because I would be put in a position as the producer, whoever I produce for, saying, well, you either take it or you leave it, and you can say, I'll leave it. I'll go and work for HBO. I'll go and work for Discovery.
So you take Lord Monks's point, which he made about, you know, the abuses on construction sites and everything else. How do we resolve this then? Is it by having there's a sort of value chain on this as well. So you're the cameraman, you make me an award-winning, very distributable, sellable show about the life of the mayfly on the English chalk streams. Oh yeah, I'm a fly fisherman, so that's so
seems to work.
Yes. Now you've got me interested.
All right, good. And it's a global success. Okay, so you're paid for that. You may have also shared in some revenues from the sales of that programme, depending on your particular negotiation.